Hey there, my fellow refitters, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Scrappy Privateer. Episode 18, Retooling. So, what I could do, I think, was, like, terror bomb the system they originated from, but I think it's too late for that. That was an option, like, before this whole thing started. Okay, I will be out of time soon, so this might not have a nice, neat resolution. But I'm trying with ships that are more agile and mobile, and because the Invictus was stupid. It didn't even listen to me. And this time, hopefully I won't leave myself open to any stupid attacks. Also just noticed that I was not using my swarmers at all, because they weren't on auto. Alright, please fart towards me. Come on. Come on, one of you fart. Maybe I should put up my shields. They're finally committing to actually sort of maybe attacking. Okay, we have a heavy onslaught of enemies on the left, so they're pushing left hard. I wish my Paragon was here, but oh well. Because I'm going to have to leave myself a little bit exposed if I want to attack these Retributions. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, here we go. There's one. Now I'm trying to back up and lose flux. Good, got two. Now I can vent, because I've got breathing room. Those are light missiles, not too much of a problem. Here's another Retribution. Let's go for number 3. Also having all this debris, the dead Retributions out in the way, actually provides me some pretty reasonable cover from other incoming ships. We're using the corpses of dead ships to protect us from additional ships. Because I have a ship graveyard now. So let's try to get this venture out my ass. This Invictus back here is probably going to get battle stationed, so I don't need to worry about that one. Because it's almost already dead. As long as I keep my shields up and flux down. Yep, it got popped. Alright, a Tempest got disabled, so bring a mule out. I don't know what's really... Okay, so they have an countered Invictus over there, but nothing's attacking me right now, so I'm going to vent and then get back to defending the battle station, because the battle station is doing a wonderful job this time around, and they've broken spurs, but they haven't actually destroyed any of the guns, because I've been trying to keep the battle station in working order, and these Invictuses are just throwing themselves at me, which is awesome. Alright, the back end of that battle station's actually gone, I just realized. They still have one good direction. Yeah, it doesn't help that the midline's the least effective, I know. I was really thinking of going low. Or high. Alright, there is a big old graveyard here now. It's actually shielding that Retribution a bit. But if I strafe left, I should get a shot soon. What are we at? So this mule is taking the Invictus for like a bit of a ride, which is hilarious. Time to cut through the debris. I would love to kill these smaller ships, get them cleared off the field. Right, I think there's going to be a clear path to this Retribution and Eradicator in a second. I think the battle station's about to have its last huzzah. Yeah, its hull is down to like 10%. But it did a wonderful job at weakening their spam and giving me the opportunity to absolutely decimate their fleets. I think I've done a really good job of keeping my ship in working order and like murdering theirs as fast as I can. Dumping flux whenever possible. Alright, unfortunately there goes the Griffin. That's not a good one to miss. I still have my Invictus in as the last deployment, and I'm deploying that, and what I'm planning on doing is okay, there goes the station. What I'm planning on doing is trying to treat the Invictus, okay, I need a few more command points. Treating the Invictus like a station itself, where I guard it, in a way. But if you look at so it's Paragon versus 2 Invictuses and all of the support ships that I'm going to have be my heavy wing now. So if I can get 10 more deployment points, I can then deploy the Invictus and maybe have a shot here. Okay, that Eradicator is definitely shot blocking their Invictus, which is great. Make them pay a little bit for it. I'm gonna try to go after the Invictus that I'm in front of. Oh, no, not quite. Almost have the deployment points. The other thing is these ships are the Invictuses. Wow! It just burned so much of his flux fighting me. And then venting. Hey, Scav, thank you for the resub. They really don't have a lot of ships left. I think they only have one more Invictus to field. Which is going to be scary if I have to face 3 of them at once. I just don't know how to fight them well. I think that's really the issue, is like, I haven't fought a lot of Invictuses in playtesting or in my own personal games. So like, I just don't know how to fight them effectively. Which has been really the problem. Probably just like mass Cyclone Reapers would be the way to go, but I don't have those. Alright, our mule got destroyed. That means I have an Invictus. My Invictus is going to be fielded against theirs. Invictus for Invictus. Their third Invictus is on the field. So if I can kill their Invictuses, we win. If I can't, we lose. It's a lot on the line, and it's a lot of pressure. And I'm stuck with a lot of dumb pilots here. And these massive Invictuses that have, like, just mega armor. And unfortunately, energy-based weapons aren't amazing against mega armor. Missiles and ballistics are. So, like, the Paragon is an amazing ship, but it's just not maybe the Invictus's counter. Like an Onslaught might have been, or something like that. Or a Pegasus. A Pegasus would probably slaughter these Invictuses. Because a Pegasus is like a missile ship that can just launch, like, torpedo after torpedo after torpedo, and if you don't have good point defense, you die. Or Odyssey, yeah. Alright, so our Invictus is in the field against their Invictus, and I think double teaming it is going to be ideal, because I think, as I've established, I can tank the Invictus's silly little barrages with Fortress shield. So if we can have our Invictus go against their Invictus and me tip the scales while I tank their silly volleys, then we're good. But only in that case. I'm going to also have the support ships that I have here go after the remaining small ships to get their remaining small ships all out of the field. Maybe that means you too. Kill that Eradicator. Alright. My Invictus is being expletive level stupid. There's like a little Eradicator that it just can't deal with. Maybe I built it wrong. I suspect it could be my fault. But it is driving me batty that I've told my Invictus to fight this Invictus, and it's fighting the Eradicator anyway. Like, it's betraying me. So I'm gonna have to go over there and do it myself. Oh, it's also like max flux. Like, do you not know how to pilot, dude? Alright, I'm about to get barraged. I don't know where the third Invictus went, but it's like not here. Oh, that's gonna suck. Alright, shields are up in time. Oh, it was in the fog. It's okay. I'm happy with that situation. I just don't know how to tell my Invictus to do something effective. That's what's driving me crazy. I mean, the hull of these enemy Invictuses are still, like, pristine, more or less. We really haven't put a lot of damage into them. And the Invictus that I have is just, like, not effective. And the other problem is this Paragon is so slow-moving that I can't do significant damage between barrages without opening myself up from behind from the other Invictus, because our Invictus is just, like, pussyfooting. Like, maybe I'll just tell them to, like, run towards the point. I don't know. I don't know what to do that would convince him to actually put skin in the game. Because that's been the problem, is, like, he's not... Maybe now? No, he's just, like, face tanking like a frickin' idiot. Like, what am I supposed to do to that? Okay, their Eradicator, retreated. Oh, no. It was a different Eradicator. It was the one that was, here that retreated. Alright, so our Invictus is absolutely doing nothing now. I was so happy about capturing... Oh, but they're pretty high flux. I'm going to do something super risky here. I'm going to hold fire and just, like, YOLO into this Invictus. I'm going to get close enough that it can't just fall backwards when I do an opening barrage here. So I'm going to get shot in the butt badly. But it's one of these... Something has to give. Something has to change. And doing what I've been doing is not effective. I am definitely cutting this Invictus up. I am punching a big hole in the front. So that worked. I just gotta put more skin in the game. My Invictus, keep the other one off my butt. You suck, but, like, you're a suck that I can work with, maybe? So now I'm going to hold fire, drop shields, speed up, put shields back up at the last second, and start firing again. This is workable. I'm losing ships right, left, and sideways, but this is workable. If I can keep this up. I get how to counter them. Maybe at least one at a time. Eat it, you bitch. Eat it! Die! You are vinced. Alright. Next up, holding fire, closing close. So they're like sort of hit and run ships, which is a weird thing to call them. But I'm getting real awful close. Scary close if I'm able and do the same thing. Surprise! Because my energy weapons do more damage when I'm within 1,000 range. So getting close, like uncomfortably close, to a barrage ship might sound crazy, but it's effective. Alright, so there's one more Invictus. My Invictus is being stupid and like disengaging. I'm going to try to have it counter the other Invictus. Which is going to be at my butt in a second here. Oh god, he's almost broken too. Shoot. Am I using swarmers? I am. They're on auto fire. They're out of bullets too. Alright, I'm gonna wait for the end of that. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, I gotta say, it must be the way I outfitted our Invictus, but I've made them too dumb. Like, it must be a design flaw of mine. The CR of my capital ship is low. Alright, time to be reckless. Yep, shoot me in the butt. Man, if only my other capital ship was something not painfully useless. This could have been winnable. I came really freaking close. But now I'm just getting whittled down from two sides, and the Invictus that I had did F all. Did nothing. If I measured the amount of damage that that ship did in this fight, it would be like worse than most of my worst ships, which is really unfortunate. Because all they really have left is the two Invictuses that I had, one of them half dead. So that if you're wondering, this is what happens when you're like dead. You're just like a tiny little salvage ship of whatever was left in that fight. You think its weapons are drawing too much flux? Just a guess. Yeah, you know what? I will keep going, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to refit that Invictus. It's the other problem that I'm having is like I've never used them before, so I don't really know how to design them well. So that's entirely possible that I've just like outfitted them poorly. So I've Gauss cannons on them with a range of 1200. It would be more ideal if all the front-facing weapons all had the same range. So, you know, one weird thing I could do, which would reduce the amount of flux that it generates, is to put my heavy needlers all in the front, and then try. I don't know if it will work, but the concept is to force the Invictus to get within heavy needler 700 range, and the heavy needler is actually really well. It's anti-shield. That's not going to help because I need to kill armor. Mjolnir cannons are the best anti-armor that I probably have, or mortars rather. Heavy mortars. So the other issue is these are medium slots, and I have heavy slots. So the heavy mortars are like okay-ish at anti-armor or front slots. They don't do a ton of damage. If I could get the Cyclone Reaper launchers on this Invictus to be, that's the other thing is like so maybe instead of Cyclone Reaper launchers, do something that is pressure or suppression or even pylums. Pylums, just it's a bit of a waste of a slot, but like at least they'll be firing. Because I did not see, as far as I could tell, these Cyclones do anything in that fight, like, at all. I could also do Pylum LRMs. Yeah. They're not good, though. Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way. If the Cyclone Reaper launchers on this Invictus were being used effectively, the Invictus would really slay, but I don't think they were. In fact, I pretty much know they weren't. Hammer Barrage is sort of the same issue. Hurricane Mervs might be okay. Yeah, maybe just Hurricane Mervs. It's hard to shoot side. So it depends on the missile. Some missiles are dumbfire and they just go. Hurricane Mervs are not. Their tracking is good, so they will be used and they will track. So maybe 2 Moliners at 900 range. Actually, let me strip all this. Maybe I'll put a bunch of 1,000 ranged in front. So Mauler. Oh, I thought I had more 1,000 range. Alright, if not. Mortars? I hate to waste a large slot on a medium, but at least there won't be a flux issue there. And then these large ballistic slots can be Molineers. I don't think I designed this well. But given how absolutely horrible the ship was running the last fight, it can't be any worse. It literally could not be worse. It was so ineffective in last fight. Ballistic rangefinders aren't going to help me because the longest range weapons are not the mortars. I already put the heavy armor in. I could do bulkheads for hull integrity, which gives it a lot more tank. I'm just... Yeah, I guess that it. Yeah. Damaged weapon mounts are not great either, so I'm going to do the advanced turret gyros. Although I'm not really relying on turret gyros. I don't know how to build these well. That's really the problem. So it looks like, because they do hit and run, capacitors, oddly enough, are going to be maybe the way to go. But I still think that this is probably built poorly. I don't think that there's really any changes that I want to make to my own ship. This is pretty close to meta. I don't think the flat... Well, actually, the flat cannons were putting in some work. And I did see someone saying that the... the only reason I would not do the unstable injector is it's... Oh, no. I was thinking of unstable. Okay. Yeah, maybe I do that. No one's really hit me with EMPs in this fight, so maybe moving a little bit faster is going to be top speed of 46 versus the Invictus top speed of 35. Maybe? This Griffin was really underwhelming. It just like popped and didn't do anything. And I don't know if there's really anything for me to do to fix it. Other than actually putting a Cyclone Reaper in the front could be pretty significant if it uses it well. Because those things are hull busters. And then on the side here, these are probably where you want your pylons as long-range support. And then if anything gets close to them, having anti-swarmers. The problem here is like a human could operate this ship well. This is a, I think, kind of well-designed ship, but you know, it's not humans that operate this. So maybe hardened shields. Doesn't give a lot of capacitor events, but that's fine because it's a missile. You don't need flux to use those. I don't know if there's... I don't have a lot of other dials to flip. The other thing that I could try, and given that I'm like at the end of the stream more or less, I'm gonna build in the reinforced bulkheads with story point because like I might as well. I'm got very little to lose. And I do have more story points to spend. One could make the argument it's worth spending them. So maybe what I'll do is on the last 2 story points, I will do build in expanded missile racks on the Eradicators. And this Eradicator might need a little bit of a revisiting of what it's using as weapons. So harpoons, Reaper, maybe, or Annihilator. Basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give these things like just as much anti-armor punch as possible to punch through the high armor enemies. So this is the best I could do. And this is going to be my, unless it goes like really belly up really fast, this is going to be my last attempt. I've been at this 12 hours now. Please. God, it came down to just a 2v1 with that Invictus doing nothing. Its special is a barrage. Here we go. So I'm actually going to pause, save with it in the correct position, and then move to engage. So I'm going to take my fresh, improved Eradicators. The Manticore seemed effective too. And the Enforcers. So I'm moving at speed 105, which is actually pretty respectable for a capital ship, because I'm at a 0 flux engine boost. From one sick person to another, thank you for being here to make it more bearable. You're welcome. I hope tomorrow I wake up with a voice. But if I don't, it was worth it. Well, alright, here comes the fart drives. Come on, fart at me. Yes! I think this ret is dead because it farted at me. How's everyone? This Manicore is probably not doing well because it's against way too much stuff. Defending the station doesn't mean going 1,000 units out that way. Just to point that out. Okay, there's one with no damage to the ship. That's good. This Venture is out of position. It's probably just going to back up and recover. Oh, it took out a spur. All right, time for me to go anti-ret. There's also that Invictus that is like front and center, which if it stays there, I might be able to start whittling down. But I can't provide. I won't be able to do that until I have a little bit of more flank protection from these guys. They're keeping a Invictus off of me, so that's like decent. Come on, station, survive. I'm dropping my shields to recover some flux because I'm hammering this. I was hammering the. Yeah, there we go. I was hammering the Venture to the point where it couldn't even fire back on me. Absorb a few missiles, not big missiles. And let's help out the station. Before it's too late. It's almost too late. Yeah, with that Invictus in a good position, being uncountered, with me having my flanks exposed, it was a very tough situation where, like, I just couldn't protect the station. We'll see if it ends up being a critical fail. So the station's gone. I'm going to save up points for the Invictus deployment. I'm really curious to see if the changes that I made make it more effective or less effective. So, looking at the current battlefield, this is their main battle column. And if I can get Mr. Fart Drive to fart at me, I can start whittling them down. I mean, the station, honestly, is just designed to absorb damage, to be surrounded and absorb damage. Like, that's... Really? You're team killing? That Invictus almost just lit up the Eradicator. It was about to do a volley on it, which would have been hilarious. Alright, so I need to cool. So I need a little... Oh, bye-bye, Hound. You, get the hell out of my way. Alright, I can vent. So I think if I can keep pressure off of me, what I really need to do now is to start killing this Invictus so that I don't have to face 3 of them at once. As soon as there's an Invictus even somewhat isolated in the battlefield, I need to really dive on it. And it's time to see if the changes that I made to ours is effective, and I will send that against the Retributions. If it can't take out a Retribution, it can't take out anything. I think it's fair to say. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yo, you piece of junk! Get the frick into the battlefield. This is the problem that I have with some of the pilots is, yeah, I'm dead. I'm gonna try that again. But some of the times the pilots are just like, doo-doo-doo, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like, there's a fight here. I'm getting hammered. It would be great if you joined. And they just don't. I'm gonna have a little bit of faith of the retooling I did in the Invictus and roll it out initially here. So, some of it is just like, I don't know how, like, some of it is like the pilot AI is just freaking stupid at times. And then some of it is I didn't give them the right order, but in that case, it was just like sitting there doing nothing. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. It was just It was just pilot stupid. And the thing is, I don't have any timid or cautious captains, so the pilot stupid is really particularly frustrating because they don't have the personality type to be that dumb, but they were that dumb. All right, come on, farters. Yes, fart, towards me. Our Invictus is maybe being stupid again. I'm gonna actually position them out front. Unless it's much better this time around than last, I'd rather have the battle station alive than the Invictus. Which is not saying much about the battle station. I mean, about the Invictus, rather. Alright, no one's looking at me, so I'm gonna vent. I don't think I have the flux to fight both of these capital ships at the same time, plus the mana core that's annoying on my butt. I'm going to try to just take the Retribution out, and then vent, and then go after the whatever next comes in my face. Oh god, don't get him! Oh, you got him. No, we got him. So that's 2 Retributions destroyed. This Invictus actually just killed a Retribution, I think. Unless it was the station. So the Manticore got some cheeky shots on me as I vented, but I needed to vent, so... Acceptable loss. Battle station's about to go down. And hopefully I see the effectiveness of the Invictus in a second of ours. It should be coming in a minute. Maybe. Big maybe. That battle station is toast. Is it... It's fighting. I don't know if it's effective, but it's fighting a Retribution. Oh, those missiles hurt. Alright, fart at me. Yes, fart more. I have the battle station between me and it, protecting me from the Invictus flank. But no, it didn't commit. I even dropped my shields and it didn't commit. Yeah, the Invictus is doing better this time, I think. It's hard to tell without watching it, but I can't really watch it given everything else that's going on. Alright, I think I got it. No, it got away. What the hell are you doing? Go do something. Don't sit behind me like a dummy. So I'm about to get flux maxed. Yeah, I'm about to get popped. Help! When I said do something, I didn't mean float around me like a butterfly. I meant fight, but alright. Oh, it went burning off towards... Okay, it's actually going for the venture I told it to. Man, Eradicators are really hard to kill given their size. Griffin did probably frick alt this time around. It just went pop. I don't think it was effective at all. At this point, my best bet is to just keep my armor up, keep my shields up, and wait for reinforcements. Because these Eradicators are going to whittle me down if I go high flux. Really, the Mora pilot let him get overheated. That's embarrassing. So these eradicators that are in my face, they're slowly running out of armor. From the continued engagement against me. This eradicator... Oh, I'm out of command points. You know what? Maybe I'm just a battle commander. Everybody just go fight things. Don't listen to me anymore. Yeah, it has a lot of forward-facing armor. Well, let's try my strategy. I have a little bit of protection now. It's a lot more dangerous given my, like, absence of armor and hull. No, it's not. I have too much pressure from this eradicator. You need to die. You need to get out of my way. My eradicator just got popped. The Manticore might be helpful here. It has a bunch of cyclone torpedoes. It really depends on how they use them. Our Invictus is like low, and we still haven't fought the other two Invictuses that we know are coming. We really need to start killing these like smaller crafts so that there's only Invictuses left that get swarmed. But these eradicators are running out of armor, so I think they're going to be belly up very soon. Yeah, that one's belly up. I think the other one's fleeing. Ooh, good torpedo hit. Alright, I'm free in the clear to close quick on this Invictus and try to punch a hole in it. It is about to get backed up by a ret. Oh god, my hull. This is so dangerous. This is like trying to bait out a sucker punch to win a fist fight. Alright, just lost a Tempest. But the ret went pop. Our Invictus is like struggling with a Retribution, which is embarrassing. These Retributions are Garbo. Like, even the prep lasers of that barrage could kill me. At this point, I have no armor on the front. Am I faster than that, though? I think I might be. Yeah, its speed is 37, my speed is 45. It can't outmaneuver me now because of the unstable injectors. So I can just... I'm building flux up too high, but soon it won't even be able to fire on me because its flux is just also too high. I think I lost my Invictus. Unfortunately, I wasn't really able to analyze whether it was actually effective combat or not. Oh god! Oh, you bitch! Oh man. I wish there was I'm just gonna play through this. I wish there was a way to see... I mean, I know you can do it in mods, but to see the combat effectiveness of all of the other ships in your fleet, to see, like, how much damage they did, how much armor they did, like, point defense, all that stuff. Because, I don't really get to see that, and it's information that would be, like, kind of nice to know. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Scrappy Privateer, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 3rd and February 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this is a series from a marathon stream, meaning that changes cannot be made to the series. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, a link can be found in the description of this video or also at Rhadamant.com. Additionally, in the description of this video is a link to the details about this series, if you're wondering about the scenario series rules or goals. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow privateers.